All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Harakak double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. All right, to Brush Shaqua from the Las Vegas camp. I want to put out a quick message. This can go longer, but I'm gonna try to keep it as concise as possible. But if I could hit the points, I'll close out early. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, the title or the topic is about optimism, to be an optimist. Okay, and I googled are optimists or pessimists. What did I put? Better. Shoot, hold on a second. Better something. I forgot what I said. Better. Let me see. Better leaders is what I put. Are optimists or pessimists better leaders? It says here. It says research. When I Google, it said research suggests that optimistic leaders often outperform pessimistic leaders because because of their coping skills and with respect to confronting and solving problems. Okay, optimistic leaders are more able to deal with the current reality, accept it, and move forward. Okay, whereas a pessimistic leader can get stuck. All right, let's see if they still have the. Yeah, I actually went further down into this. Are optimists more successful than pessimists? One study found that while most successful entrepreneurs will call themselves optimists, optimistic entrepreneurs earn 30% less than pessimistic ones on average. That might be because they are taking greater risks and failing more often. Okay, and that was from the financial upside of being an optimist. Are optimists or pessimists happier? Optimists tend to feel happier in general, and pessimists tend to feel less happy than that. If you're a pessimist, it's always possible to learn how to become an optimist. Okay, blah, blah, blah with that. Where's are pessimists more successful? By measuring the average gap between forecast and realization, researchers were able to measure levels of optimism. They found that pessimists, those whose forecast did not match their uh, realization, earned 30% more than optimists. That's money. All right, so is being a pessimist a bad thing? It says, is being a pessimistic always such a bad thing? Actually, the latest research suggests that some forms of pessimism may have benefits. Some forms. It says pessimism isn't just about negative thinking, while optimists expect positive outcomes. And that's the point right there that we're going to hit the scriptures on about positive outcomes. It says while optimists expect positive outcomes will happen more often than not, pessimists expect negative outcomes are more likely. And as a Jake, yeah, we're natural born pessimists because of this post-traumatic slave disorder that we've been under. Okay? So let me get these scriptures because at the end of the day, we have to understand something. Having a positive attitude is better than having a negative attitude. We know from our own selves, people rarely want to be around someone with a negative attitude. Okay? Is optimism contagious? Contagious. There we go. Let's see what they say. The beauty of a positive attitude is that it is contagious. When you are optimistic and see the glass as half full, others around you will catch on to that feeling. People want to be around positive individuals. Okay, as men of the Lord, we have to think about it that way. As women of the men of the Lord, or women of this, of the elect, think about that. Consider that. Okay, for your children, or if you show your children it's not so bad, don't they grow up to not wig out over every little thing? Okay, and the same thing with men. If you show your weakness and scared of in yourself, that passes down as well. Okay, it says they'll stick around for a positive entrepreneur and work with them no matter what. Okay, because they're expecting something big to happen, and that's what we have to do in this thing. All the negativity that comes at us, we have to maintain an optimistic, glass half full mentality. Okay, and so let me get a couple of these scripts. I'll start with Matthew 5. Yep. Excuse me, Matthew 5:1. Let me see. I'll start at verse 3. It says, Matthew 5:3 says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Poor in spirit isn't a positive thing, but watch, if you know this chapter, watch how they name a bunch of negatives, but how you gotta have the mind state of an optimist to flip that into a positive. Okay, what you gotta see the silver lining. You gotta see the bright side of things. Okay, it said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you." We know that day is coming. Okay, we know that since we've been in the faith, believing in this thing under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, we've been, how shall I say, we've been taking hits through the Spirit. Okay, you take hits, which is that refining trial by fire. Okay, as silver and gold is tried by the fire. Okay, what's moving all the impurities out of you. But you got to see it as that. It's not as taking things, delight away from your life, but taking the impurities away from your life, making you more pure and better. Okay, that refining process is something that's beautiful, man. We need that. And when you see these fine, precious metals more refined, they're even more beautiful. Okay, the gold in them shines a little bit brighter. Okay, the silver, doesn't tarnish quite as fast. All right, that's how you got to look at it. So when we go through these things, it's a reason for it, but it makes us better, makes us more pure, more valuable even. Okay. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." Okay, so that's what happens, man. So when you come into this thing, that's what's going to happen to you. You're supposed to get persecuted. Okay, be comforted by that. Rejoice in that. Let me go to this one. Forget about Corinthians. But Peter, 1 Peter chapter 4, and I'm going to go with like 13. Yep. Matter of fact, 12. "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice," meaning don't be so bent out of shape when negative things happen to you, but rejoice. Okay? Flip that negative into a positive. Okay? Become an optimist on that. But when these days to come, we should be walking optimists, man. We should be pushing that level amongst each other as positivity. Okay, so "Beloved, think it not strange." So like 13 says, "But rejoice, and as much as ye are partakers of Yahweh Shai's sufferings." So you're going to rejoice in the sufferings, yeah, that they counted themselves worthy to be beaten for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that they in as much are partakers of Yahweh's sufferings, man. So when you suffer something, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, He saw me through that. Because there's going to be the days where you're going to have to believe that, and it's going to look bleak. Okay, the situation's not going to look good, that you should be able to make it through. But you got to believe it, and you got to ask Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to provide that for you. And if He so see it, man, that's your opportunity to make it. Where others won't make it, that's your chance to make it. That's your chance to be delivered from the things that happen. Okay, from the perils that are coming upon the whole world. Okay? It says, but rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahweh's sufferings, that when His glory shall be revealed, that ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Okay, that you may also be happy. If you be reproached for the name of Yahweh, happy are ye. For the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part He is evil spoken of, but on your part He is glorified. Okay? You're glorified in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? Let's go to this one right quick. I'm just a bunch of them jumping off at me, but I'm trying to keep them to a minimum. But the second Sirach 2 is another one. But let me go to this one in Corinthians right quick. 4:9, it says, for I think that that the Most High set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death. Put them in a messed up situation that they wouldn't make it out of. Okay? It says, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and unto angels, and to men. All right? We're made a spectacle amongst the people. It says, we are fools for Yahweh's sake, but ye are wise in Yahweh. We are weak, but ye are strong. See how the negative, weak, and strong? The Most High sees us as strong because we're strong in the spirit of Yahweh, though we may be weak in the flesh. Okay, meaning weak in might, in physical might. Okay? It says, ye are honorable, but ye are despised. People hate what we do out there, but we're doing an honorable service in the eyes of Yahweh. Okay? It says, even to this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling places. In bad situations, man. It says, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer it, being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. Yeah, we're the worst of the worst. Okay, that's how the world sees us. That's how the world treats us. It says, if you were of the world would love his own. Because I have chosen you out of the world. Okay. To roughly paraphrase that. Okay, but the point being, you have to look at the negative things that the world or the flesh or the carnal mind may see, and see it in a positive light. Okay, see the bright side of it, see the lesson in it, see the growth that can come from it. Okay, let me go to this one now. Hebrews, that one wasn't even on the list, but I'm just rolling in the spirit with it. Hebrews 12, I think it's about 8. Yep, let me see if I should just read it up. Yep. Okay, so let's start verse 5, Hebrews 12:5. Ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. Yeah, you get mad because they're being hard on you, but who he loves, he's on you hard to make sure you know what the discipline boundaries are. So to make sure you know what the knowledge you need to know to go through the situations of life. Okay? To reassure you and comfort you. Okay? That's the Heavenly Father doing that to us. Even our own fleshly fathers have done it. Okay? But this is what Yahweh Shemel Shai is doing. Yeah, he get hard on us, man. But you got to see it as a positive thing that's coming to you. Okay? It's a reason why you have to deny certain wants and cravings in your life. Okay? Especially when you're coming into this thing that's new. You just accidentally eat a ham sandwich. You don't check. It said turkey and pepperoni. So you thought it said turkey pepperoni. No, them two things don't go together unless they're actually the same thing. You got to do your diligent search to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Okay? And this may seem like, oh, it's just extra work. If you have that type of lazy mentality, this ministry thing isn't for you. Okay? It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. As sons and daughters, it says, if you endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. You're adopted back and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Okay? For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, everybody that's in this thing is supposed to be a partaker. It says, through much tribulation, and you must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. Only way to get into the kingdom of heaven is through much tribulation. Okay, so this ain't going to be easy street. It said, then ye are bastards and not sons, if you be without chastisement, right? It said, verily, it said, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subject unto the Father of spirits and live? Somebody that can control that much, that's doing for our good. Okay? So you got to see it as the good it is. You got to have that optimistic mentality. Okay? And you having it spills it over to the next brother. Even when you on that low, when you getting beat up and buffeted for the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you going through it and everything, that ain't the energy you want to push off on the rest of the brothers. Okay, on the rest of the camp, on the rest of the house. You push that energy off on your woman. Now she just like, what? She's just feeling your energy. What is it? What's the matter? And you just like, nothing. Because you trying to deal with it, but you didn't already push the energy out. The kids pick up on it. The whole house picks up on it. The dogs, all of that. Okay? So keeping that optimistic, you know what? Like quick testimony, I got fired today, but it's a positive thing. And I've been digging all day, finding all the positives that I can come up with, even random little small stuff. Well, at least I get to go home early. At least I get a couple of days off, just looking at it from a positive standpoint. I got days of study. I got days of, to do videos. I got to do my crafts and my art and all of that. I got all the other things that I do in my life that I've been wanting to do on the work project. Now I get to do it. Okay, so that you gotta always try to see the bright side of things, and it's not initially easy. Okay, it's not the easiest thing, but trying to figure it out and figuring it out is a necessary thing that should be done. Okay, especially if you're in a leadership role, because as is the leader, or as if I'm quoting it right, but as is the king, so is the city. Okay, if you're on low, and an account of that is when King David was dancing for the Ark of the Covenant when it was getting brought back into the town, and his woman came with a negative vibe. Okay, but he was up there dancing and everything and leaping and before the Lord, because we got the Ark of the Covenant back. Hey, we got it back. That's a powerful thing for our nation to get our Ark of the Covenant back. Okay, and so he was rejoicing, so the people were rejoicing as well. Okay, and it was before Yahweh. His sincerity was before Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Okay. Anyway, it says verse 10. I'm gonna go. Yep. It says, "For verily, for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit. He chastises us for our own profit, for our own benefit." It says that we might be partakers of his holiness. Okay, that we might be partakers of his holiness. It says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. Now, when you're not getting punished, it seems like a good thing. Like, are you happy and just can't happy-go-lucky, nothing could go wrong? There's a balance with the Most High. It says, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them that are which are exercised thereby. Yeah, when it happens to you, then you get to grow from that moment. You yield the peaceable fruit, the fruits of your labor, the things that benefit you further down the line. Okay, let me see. I had another account. You see if Matthew 5 Corinthians. There's another one I was thinking of. Let me see what it is. I'm gonna go to the one in Second Maccabees, and I'll close out with this one. Maccabees 6 and Second Maccabees chapter 6, verse. Let me see where I should start up at. 17. I read 17. It said, but let this that we had spoken be for warning unto us, and now we will come to the declaring of the matter of a few. Okay, it says Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. Okay, and I'm reading this because when we get a little further into it, you're going to be able to see how clutch that was when he figured it out. It was huge, the clutch, man. Okay, because it is going to say why. It says, verse 20, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. Okay, to eat them abominable meats, it's not for the love of life. They kill you. Okay, it's against the Most High. All right, it says, but they that had charge of the wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, of your own type of animal, of the type that you do eat. He gonna say, okay, well, bring something kosher, and we'll just eat that. All right, we'll let you eat that. It says, such a man lawful for him to use, such as it was lawful for him to use, and make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. So he was going to fake it with the righteous meat so he can just kind of make it through, okay? That's a negative situation that you're sitting in. Okay, how are you going to get out of that thing? That's a negative situation. How are you going to flip that into an optimistic situation? Well, he's going to show you that sometimes taking the low is the optimistic way to do it. Why? Because it's going to say, let me just keep reading. It says that that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. And the guy that knew him, good looking out, man. You could just gonna do it this way. You cool. I know you a long time. I know your family. Nah, man. I ain't about to fake like I'm breaking the law of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's how he's about to get down. It says, but he began to consider discreetly. It says, and as become his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray head, whereupon was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straightway to send him to the grave. What? So you rather die? Yeah, the optimistic thing to do is to die at the hands of men that you may be looked upon with optimism, man. That optimism will grow. Watch how it goes down. It says, for it becometh not our age, saith he, in any wise to dissemble, whereas many young persons might think that Eleazar being fourscore years old and 10 being 90 years old were now gone to a strange religion, they're going to have bad report about that man. They're going to think he went to another god and was eating swine's flesh or eating abominable meat with a young man, because he was considering how contagious that energy would be, how contagious his actions would be. Okay? And so they thought through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a little moment longer should be deceived by me. And I get a stain to my old age and make it abominable, because that's what's going to happen. He did eat to Baal or whomever, okay? But he was like, nope, I ain't about to stain my whole life. My integrity's on the line in this moment, okay? It says, for though the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Okay, either way, you was going to have to deal with that, with the Most High. Even faking it to be in this life for a little while longer, even if it was for the right and sincere reasons to want to stick around in his life. Your moment has come, as he said earlier, right? It says, wherefore now manfully change this life, and I will show myself such as one as mine age requireth, with honor, okay, with integrity. Said, and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he had said these words, immediately he went to the torment. Okay? He said, nope, I'd rather die for righteousness' sake than to deal with that. So you can look at somebody like that, but dang, he just went out. But no, he didn't go out that same way. He went out honorably. And he knew that the optimism that he looked toward would be contagious to the rest of those men. Okay? It says, let me see. I could keep reading that. I'll just keep reading 30 and 31. It says, but when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Lord that had the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pain in body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things, because I fear him, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so, and thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, positive, optimistic energy left behind. It was contagious. It says, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. Okay, but unto everyone. Now let me go a little further in, because there's another part. All right, yep. Verse, this is second Maccabees chapter 7 now. I'm going to start at verse 10, and I'm going to read down to show the example that Eleazar set that was contagious, man. Okay? It says, after him, the third was made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them, and from him I hope to receive them again. Okay, for doing the right thing, I get this punishment. Okay, I get this despise. But amongst us, you see these men, because when you read this whole account, you see these men were choosing the same path Eleazar chose, to die manfully for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They found the optimism in it, and that optimism, starting at the top, was contagious. Okay, it says, inasmuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, that he nothing regarded the pains. He didn't care about the pain. Okay, it says, now when this man was also dead, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men to look for hope from the Most High to be raised up again by him. And that's the optimism we have to have. That's the optimistic hope we have to have. Because he said hope, which means to expect. When you stand so stiffly for the word of the Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, as it says in Sirach 2, Second Ezra chapter 2. You stand so stiffly, man. They were crowned and given palms in their hand. Okay, it says they made it basically. It says to look from hope from the Most High to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. You ain't coming back in a positive manner. Okay? Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. And they went on and they all just did it. Because the example was set and the energy was out there, that optimistic energy. Hey, because it's going to be easy to have doubt, but the Most High didn't give us the spirit of doubt, the spirit of fear. Okay? But of love, power, and I lost it. A love, power, and sound mind. Okay? And this is the moment we have to be sound. Okay? Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. The fear of the Lord is in salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? So that's the mentality. Just having that positive outlook. It's contagious. You want to start, even when negativity is just constantly thrown at you, hey, don't fall for that, man. That's just Satan trying to push you off. Combat that with positive energy. Hey, specifically, you women should be doing that. Okay, when the household and the negative energy is there, handle business, but keep the positive energy going. It's contagious. Okay, it's contagious. You guys, when you're in order, your roles are on a higher vibration than you understand. Just like you can come into the house and have an attitude and everybody go to their room and everybody arms folded and mouth poked out. Hey, flip that into righteousness and do that on the other side. Okay? And it is our duty as men to recognize that. It is our duty as men to be about that and to try to keep the house on that positive vibration. And when I say the house, first and foremost, the house of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, the house of David, the Bayat Dawadah, okay, as well as your own private houses, as well as the house that your spirit is in, your personal temple. Okay, so we want to always try to push off that positive vibration, you know. And if you have your low moments, hey, go spend some time with Yahweh Bashim Yahshai to get that wrapped up and together. Send up some prayers, fasting, whatever you may need. Read, watch videos, do something, get some private time to meditate, whatever it may be. Don't just think I'm gonna go drink and then this is gonna go away. That's what the negative, the pessimists do. The positive looks for reason to learn from it. They meditate on, you know what, I could have handled it this way. I could have did that way. Okay? And then going from there with the positive learning of it and deal with it from there. Don't be out there moping about what happened. Turn around and get yourself together. All right? Because this is just the beginning. This is the easy part still. All right? The hard part is still to come. And that little bit of glimmer of positive energy you push off may be the difference that sparks everybody in the room to have a positive outlook like happened here in the Maccabees. Okay? Those men are back, and those men are of the elect. Okay? You have to know that. That's what you have to believe. And if you do the right things, that example was set for you. If we do the right things, we have the same opportunities to have been chosen by Yahweh Bashim Yahshai to get through it. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. We give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Harakat that belongs to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. To the next one. Shalom.